Last May 12th, Jeff Fry was brought to the jail after Elyria police arrested him on a misdemeanor bench warrant. Video shows Fry is searched, then walked toward another room for a body scan. That's when the 58-year-old appears to turn away from the jailer escorting him.
Welcome back to We the People. I have another video for you guys. My name is Abiyah Israel, former police officer, former sheriff's deputy. I read a comment the other day on one of the videos, and it stated, well, Abiyah, it seems like your videos get worse. Hopefully they weren't talking about my editing skills. What they were talking about, and I believe what they were talking about, is the interactions, the encounters with police officers, law enforcement. They are getting worse, something I've been saying for a long time. We have a video. I want to read a quick piece of this article. It's an individual his neck was broken by the correction facility or the correctional officer at the facility when he was arrested. Let's read this really quickly. It states, as a corrections officer walked Fry, the individual who was injured, the victim, should I say, walked Fry through the jail sally port, the video showed Fry, who was handcuffed behind his back, briefly turn away from the jailer. Really quickly, let me just add this really quickly. In the academy, you are taught if anyone briefly pulls away slightly, you take them down. A pathetic teaching. They're handcuffed. They're handcuffed. They're not going anywhere. They're upset because they're under arrest, and most likely you cops probably arrested them for no reason. So he turns away slightly, and the rest of the article states, that's when the corrections officer, Brian Tellier, then appeared to grab him. He didn't appear. He actually did grab him. He grabbed Fry and flung him face first toward a glass wall. Still handcuffed and unable to brace himself, Fry's face and head hit the base of the wall, according to the incident report. According to the video, we have video footage. Let's check it out.
Last May 12th, Jeff Fry was brought to the jail after Elyria police arrested him on a misdemeanor bench warrant. Video shows Fry is searched, then walked toward another room for a body scan. That's when the 58-year-old appears to turn away from the jailer escorting him. In an instant, that jailer, Brian Tellier, appears to lower his weight and fling Fry, who's handcuffed behind his back, toward a wall.
There's no give in that wall, and Jeff was just put face first into it.
In his report, Tellier wrote he was worried Fry would escape and blamed the fall on Fry's, quote, intoxicated state. Last fall, Fry told us he wasn't planning to run and that he didn't remember what happened next. Video shows jailer pick Fry up, then carry him into another booking room, Fry's legs dragging beneath him.
The sad part is we see EMS in this video, and they're going to be just as bad as law enforcement. As a medical professional, you should know if anyone is injured and their face, their head has received any type of traumatic injury, you should stabilize their neck to make sure that they don't have any neck injuries, and we never see that in this video. There was a lawsuit filed. The complaint filed on behalf of Jeff Fry names Elyria Police Department, the Lorain County Sheriff's Office, and Life Care Ambulance among the defendants in this lawsuit. And the ambulance company, they are just as guilty as law enforcement in this case.
Just because I couldn't believe it could be done to anybody.
Fry's left arm is still in a sling. He says because of his injuries, he still requires help to do many day-to-day activities.
I'm still paralyzed, probably 80% in my arms. I can't dress myself.
In the federal civil rights lawsuit, Fry's attorney names Tellier the jailer, Lorain County Sheriff, the city of Elyria, the ambulance company, as well as others, seeking money for what DiCello calls excessive force, medical negligence, and other civil rights violations, believing what happened to Fry was not an isolated incident, instead, what he called a culture and leadership problem.
Nobody's ever interviewed Jeff from the Lorain County Sheriff. No one has ever asked him what happened. No one has ever said that's wrong and it shouldn't have happened to you.
At no point was his head or neck stabilized, not even as video captured Fry repeatedly being slammed onto a stretcher. At the hospital, his lawyer says Fry was diagnosed with multiple fractures in his neck and permanent damage to his spinal cord. As the video played today, Fry said he couldn't watch. The emotions, even 8 months later, just too much. The video from inside the Lorain County Jail can be tough to watch. Civil rights attorney Nick DiCello says that's why it's important no one turns away.
This is one of the most blatant and outrageous uses of excessive force that we have seen.
I know what you guys are saying. This correctional officer was immediately fired and then arrested. Let's find out what happened. County records show that the sheriff's office opened an investigation into Tellier's, that's the correctional officer, into Tellier's action in May of 2023. A lieutenant found that Tellier used inappropriate and excessive force against Fry and falsified county records when he submitted inaccurate incident and use of force reports. The incident remains under investigation by the FBI, and while Tellier was given a written reprimand for the incident, he remains employed with the Lorain County Jail. The lawsuit seeks damages in the amount of over $40 million for Fry's injuries, damages, and loss, including medical care, lost earnings, and lost earning capacity. So, yes, he's still employed. He still works at the jail. He got a quick written reprimand, and that was it. And he has forever changed the life of an individual for the worse. Even though Mr. Fry may receive $40 million, I'm pretty sure he would want his health instead. This is law enforcement today. This is why we record. This is why we know our rights. And this is why we must start fighting back. With that being said, make sure you know your rights. Record the police. We the People University, signing off. Make sure you download Cancel Tyranny V2, the app. Beware of your basic rights when dealing with law enforcement. Our app is designed to help you deal with cops, learn your rights, and it gives you the convenience that you need when retrieving written communication like court cases at the drop of a dime. This comes in handy when there is no time to Google. Visit WeThePeopleUniversity.com to download, available on Apple and Android.